you're hearing my voice. And yeah, I'm sorry. Probably going to get a different mic in the future. So yeah, hang on. Have a hang on. Let me load up the world we'll be going to tonight, and trying to have it on my phone so I can actually view the chat, so I don't only have to. So that doesn't work. That's interesting. Actually, let's go back. Let's see how this works. Okay. Let's try this. Okay, never mind. I figured this out. Yay! So yeah, I'm Jashikins. You can call me Jash, and I tend to play Minecraft when putting the birds to bed, and so nice, relaxing. Yeah, nice, relaxing thing to do before bed. And this world is called Arena because originally it started as a playful, a survival easy world. And then it stopped being, I turned in creative mode. Originally it was just build this bone wall because I was not killing enough skeletons quickly enough. And I would spend like days and get like little bits and pieces done, so yeah. And eventually it just turned into an alright creative. Mind you, this is my first time talking while streaming, so I don't know how good the audio is, and don't really know what's a good point to talk and what's not, so just be aware the first few streams like this may be a little bit awkward, and since this is Minecraft, I'm going to be trying to restrain my language, you know, from F-bombs, C-words, etc., etc. So I'm also sorry if I say some things inappropriately from time to time at the beginning. But if I'm going to... gosh darn. Let's see. Hang on. Let's set up. Let's mute the video here. Okay, good. But games I play that are more geared towards adults, like, you know, Disco Elysium, Soma, I'm not going to be too concerned about that rule. Oh, I have 4 birds, which you may be hearing in the background. 2 parakeets, Ghost, and Freya. Freya's new and young, and her flight feathers haven't grown all the way in. So, but she still tries to fly. So if I need to stop, like suddenly pause or rush off, that's sometimes a reason why, because sometimes she tries to fly a few times a day. Then 2 cockatiels, Navi and Jorah. Jorah is around 3 years old, same age as Ghost. We're not sure how old Navi is because the person we adopted her from someone else, and the person we adopted Navi from didn't know her age, so we're unsure how old Navi actually is. I found it's useful if you're going to work on a large, you know, tall structure to make sure your wolves are seated, because they will try to go up, and that's a long fall down, so they sometimes end up killing themselves because the AI is stupid. I love horsies. Okay. Horsey. Get a saddle. Okay. This was easy. Doop, doop. No, I am not easily distracted. I don't know if I'll get this whole wall done tonight or not. So today was Easter Sunday. I'm not religious or Christian, but you know, it's a day where you go over and there's food. And all this week I was excited for the fried chicken. I have a pork allergy, so so they luckily decided not to do ham and instead make home fried chicken. It was delicious, and I got to take some home, which is sometimes the best part of a big meal. You get to take home leftovers, have a meal for a few days. And luckily, politics did not come up once during dinner. That's good. For me, when politics comes up for dinner at dinner, I like to avoid it. I remember I think it was Christmas or Thanksgiving dinner, probably Thanksgiving dinner. I kept on making excuses to go to the bathroom whenever politics came up. I was just like, nope. Awkward. I know they're not going to change their minds, and it's... yeah. So yeah, I kept on making excuses. I need to go to the restroom now. Just happen to need to go to the restroom every time things get too politically heated. Nope. Gosh. It's not that I don't care about politics, but there are times and places where I don't discuss it. Minecraft streams are one of them. I'm assuming you want to see a lovely, lovely Minecraft stream and not, you know, rants about politics or anything. Nice, relaxing. And I play Minecraft to get away from the world, and politics is a very big part of the world I like to get away from. Just getting too stressed out about things, so yeah. decided to add the frog lights here. Just because they're lights and I think they'll look pretty at night. Originally calling this Emerald Isle because the castle will be made out of emeralds. But last night I'm like, wouldn't it be nice if there was nice shiny bright lights on top? And if I ever regret my decision, I can always take the time to replace them with more emerald blocks. See. I don't really have severe OCD, but sometimes, like symmetries, I like a certain type of symmetry. Rethinking all my design choices. Let's see. Here. Okay, don't think it needs to all be exact same. Yeah, because that'll get real annoying real fast, so yay. I'll just change how I do things in the future. Yeah, it works. It's connected and everything. Yeah. I'm currently using my husband's gaming headset that he used only once, so he's just double checking. No. Okay. Okay. If you're wondering why I'm always changing to sword, at times it's because for some reason in creative mode, at least on Bedrock, it doesn't break any structures, and I'm a little clumsy from time to time, so I've broken things enough times that, yeah. I decided to switch to sword when possible, so accidents don't happen. Navi, don't preen so hard, girl. Oh my gosh. Fudge. You're idiots. You're idiots. Come on. Come on. So I put a new treat. Jora! Drama queen. I put out a new treat for them. They ended up Jora. Parakeet. Jora is a cockatiel. I called him a drama queen because when I moved close to him to put the tree back where it was, he flew away. I was afraid he was going to go and crash again. He's our crash test dummy. We took him to a vet early on, local, haven't gone back since, because we thought, you know, he had really hurt his wing one day. And instead of just clipping off the one feather, the vet trimmed his wings and the vet trimmed them wrong, so they grew extremely slowly until we went back to our original vet who did it correctly. Yeah. So George just recently learned to fly and not crash all over the place. You still learned, it's okay. I love you, Jorah. Yeah. Yes, Jorah. Oh, there goes the Navi. There goes the Navi. Woo, Navi! Oh, you're so magnificent. Oh. She flew really close by there. Definitely showing off, like, look, I can fly, mommy, I can fly and not crash. I just worried that the others would start to fly with her. And Jorah tends to crash, and I don't want Freya to try to take flight again. That'd be fun. Leave. And I'm going to take a small break now to take care of the burbs. So, see you in a few minutes. some effing important news program at the top of the hour. My mouth is really dry tonight. I drank a bunch of coffee, which dries your mouth out, and since I have acid reflux, it was not such a good idea to have the second cup. It was such good coffee. Okay, just adjusting my glasses here. Loading! World doesn't load instantly, it's like everything just magically appeared. Beep. Right now, we're pretty sure Freya's a girl, and parakeets, once they hit puberty, the signs of whether they're male or female appear. For parakeets specifically, the sear, the little nosy part, becomes blue if it's a male, and just remains white if it's female. I just thought the other night I saw a little bit of blue appearing on Freya. But also seems that the color, the blue of the seer has to be a certain type of blue because Loki, one of my now deceased parakeets, his seer was blue, but I guess it wasn't blue enough to actually be male, so he might have been intersex. We have no clue. But I called him Loki because he was mostly green with a blue tail, so after the Marvel version of the character, not the Nordic version who had sex with a horse. And I was like, I paused a little bit because I'm like, how can I make that into more of a G-rated thing? Oh, that is a nice little effect there. Let's wait till it's totally dark with no sunlight. See the little monsters appearing. I mean, at first I was trying to, like, protect villagers and go around every night, but now it's like, dude, you can just go inside. And I'm like, I have some iron golems out there, but I'm not what am I saying? This is creative mode. I'm not risking anything, but it's like, you could have gone inside, but for some reason it seems, I guess they can sleep by just standing close to their bed. So yeah, sometimes they do that. Oh no! Don't hurt them! If only there was a big building you could go into! For those of you who haven't seen, It is nice, big, and comfy inside here. Look at all those beds! All those beds, folks! The iron golem I put in here, I guess, just... Not like that, Enderman. I keep on hearing the sound. Okay, I'm sorry, but I'm not doing what I'm doing. So yeah. Oh god. That's where the sound's coming from. I forgot to mute that. Like, that sounds a little weird. Keep on forgetting to mute the phone. Oh, fudge. That's... I do not like the Enderman. What the... Dude! Dude! The bed is right there. See that? That bed. Oh my gosh. And if you... This is a nice little tidbit of information. If you have wolves and you start to attack an iron golem, the wolves will attack. Even if the iron golem ends up killing all of them, if you don't kill the enderman, every wolf you have will start to attack the golem. So yeah. So I didn't want to go in there with my wolves, and yeah. I mean, I could have easily lifted him up, but I didn't want to waste the time. Although, honestly, killing him probably took the same amount of time. I just finished watching the found footage movie Final Prayer. Hang on, let me take another little sippy of water. And I knew about the ending and the twist before watching. I was like on Tubi, I was like, oh my gosh, I've heard of this film, I finally can watch it. But seeing the ending itself freaked me out. I'm a horror hound, so you know, I don't tend to jump. I didn't go, ooh, ah. But yeah, it's like the came part at the end where I thought it was going to turn to credits and suddenly there's more film. I was like, oh, shitsu. I was just not prepared, and I will say I think the ending hits a little harder watching instead of just knowing about it, because the majority of the movie, I think, hang on, sorry, I'm going to move the microphone a little bit away. Okay. I know I need to keep it close to my mouth, but I know there's a distance when it's too close and too far. So yeah, getting used to everything. Yay! Yeah, anyways, the majority of Final Prayer is extremely slow paced. I mean, there's creepy moments, but nothing big or major more. Oh my gosh, what's going on? What's actually going on? And just the knowing makes things uneasy. And then the final minute or so comes of the film and it's just like, oh no. Oh no, and it's like, suddenly, you were originally going at like 5 miles an hour and suddenly it's 1,000 and it's, oh my gosh, no. But the premise of Final Prayer is that Deacon and this one camera guy and I think another priest are there trying to observe words, things, is trying to figure out if a miracle had occurred in this church or not. Ghost, do not fight with a cockatiel, especially not Jorah. Jorah's never done anything. Go. Yeah, Ghost thinks she's as big as a cockatiel, so she likes to fight. And she seems to push that same habit onto Freya. I had to put them in timeout in their cage for like 30 minutes. Guys, because you shoo them away or put them by their own cage and then they'd just be back. I'm a big tough cockatiel, Ghost thinks, and then Freya's like, I'm just like Ghost. She's like, oh god, you dumb butts, why? So yeah, if you're wondering in the past why I sometimes just stop, it's because those doofuses. Am I gonna have to put you guys away for the night? Ghost, you know I will, right? Oh my god. Ghost is the only one of my birds who has figured out how to get on the finger. Although sometimes she attacks the finger. Freya hasn't learned that yet, and I end up just grabbing her. And she's growing more used to my touch, so she does, a whole big girl routine of I'm a big tough parakeet. I didn't count how many blocks high this wall is. I'm just like, this looks really tall now. This is good enough. Yeah, okay, I think I got distracted there. Final prayer. So they're all trying to figure out if there's supernatural things happening at the church or not. Unfortunately, one of the characters that I really wanted to die because he was so sanctimonious, we never see him die. So yeah. Freya! Fudge. I'm just the owner of a feathery circus here. Sorry, that doesn't have much to do with what's going on in the game, but I have to make sure my burbies are doing okay. Lord. God, I don't know why I started saying dear Lord all the time now. Again, I'm not religious, not Christian. It's like, dear Lord, the vapors. Ark. Yeah, I am definitely not finishing this big wall tonight. Definitely not. It's taken me all the time just to get this far. Gosh. See? Little first door. I do not know what that is. Hey, look it! It's the setting sun. This would be a great time to, head into your huge effing house that I made. Do that? No? You're not gonna do that, are you? Not use that. Okay. And again, I'll be taking a break to take care of the burbs, and then I'll be back. Sure, I don't know how long, because sometimes before I'm able to do more streaming, we tuck in the birds and we have a song and dance routine for them, so yeah. Wait, hang on. That come from... No, it didn't come inside the house. Well, and if you're wondering, I made a nice clear glass there because... Well, not clear glass, tinted glass, whatever. So in case any zombies or skeletons came in, by daytime they would be all burnt off. Hello, and I'm back for just a few minutes. And then it's time to tuck the burbies in. I just like to give them a little bit of time before tuck in to enjoy their little cagey poops. Because some like to nom nom. Oh, they're so cute. Oh, it's funny, it's raining in the game and it's raining outside. Yay! Life is wonderful. So yeah, the wandering traders can just appear anywhere. And yeah, I wondered for a bit what the ticking sound was that you can hear every now and again. And it turns out, I believe it's supposed to be a cave sound to like add ambiance to caves. So yeah, I built my stable in such a way that I guess the game registers it as a cave. It was creeping me out so much for a while. So sometimes Facebook groups can be helpful. Like every now and again I post a picture on one of the Minecraft groups I'm in. Like just how my progress is going in a general sense. But sometimes it's like people just want to sound smart and be condescending. I mean, I posted a picture of what I got completed last night. And like just saying, you know, I'm working on this. And then one person comments like, oh, this should be done or this needs work. And it's like, yeah, I haven't completed it. It's a work in progress. But I'm doing things step by step. I'm trying to, you know, basically what I meant by that was trying to make a really big project easier by breaking it into bits and pieces, and so only focusing on one part at a time. It's like, yeah, of course the entrances are going to need some work to them, but I just want to get this gigantic behemoth of the wall done first. If you're going to have a huge project, if you don't want to freak yourself out, just break it into little bits and pieces. When I write, I use outlines. I basically break things up into bits and pieces and focus on those parts. And I do focus on the larger picture, just if I want like a story beat to happen to make sure it makes sense. Like one character doesn't realize they love another one because they haven't really experienced the emotion of love before, and I nearly put a cute little I love you thing, a little speech, and it was like, ah, I gotta delete all that because that just doesn't fit. But like generally it's just do chapters bit by bit, just focus on smaller sections, and suddenly big behemoths of tasks become nice and simple. And most importantly, manageable. Also, before you start on a big project, realize the initial enthusiasm will be dying down. Like, you won't always be as enthused, so you really do need structure if you want to complete things. Structure, like a nice wall. Whee! Wait, didn't it? Wee was premature there. Okay. I love doing this. I am so afraid of heights. Let's just stay right down. Whee! Boop! I am invincible! And with that, I am actually going to take another small little break to tuck in the Burbies and give them the respect that they deserve. Peekaboo! 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 Aww. Ghost does this thing where sometimes she just puts her head down and goes up and just like a little peekaboo. Oh, it is adorable. Burbies are the best. And hello, I'm back. The birdies are all tucked in. They're so cute. It's my husband's birthday, so along with the usual, I sing him happy birthday. We have a Google Home Mini, and in years past it sang happy birthday, so I tried doing that tonight. It does not do that anymore, apparently, for some reason. It's done some amazing changes. Suddenly holding this with the mic is uncomfortable. I don't know why. But anyways, the Google Home Mini has made some surprising changes over the years. And I didn't set it up so I can actually see the chat on my phone. Hang on. But yeah, the Google Home Mini has taken away some things like every now and again with no real reason. Like, they were useful and we enjoyed them. Like, it would used to sing like 3 or 4 different lullabies, and then it also had a very unique little goodnight song that I honestly love singing and had my own little dance for. Yeah, and now I guess it's taken away happy birthday. I'll play what's to surprise him with it, but I guess not. Gonna add myself there. Watch, this is another part just loads. Yeah, when I was using this as a survival world, I ended up loving to the villages. You just, you know, keep on going straight there across some water and ta-da. This makes an interesting sound. So there seems to have been a trend in Facebook in recent years of, instead of doing the hate, like angry emoji reaction, you do a laughing one. And I definitely know it is some passive-aggressive BS, because one time, one person used that on me for one of my replies. And so I just decided, what if I just do that on hers? And she started to go ballistic and like, yeah, definitely passive-aggressive. Definitely, yeah, like, I don't think highly of people who do that, because it seems like they're cowards that are just pretending to be brave. Look how big and tough I am, doing a small little emoji. I'm a big boy now. Fear me. It's sort of as frightening as a 5-year-old saying the F word, which I have seen. Like, he was trying to, like, he was in a little fight with a girl, and it's like, I'm big and tough, but it sounded so hilarious coming out of his mouth. It's like, you can't just say a cuss word and be feared. There's so much more to it than that. And a 5-year-old doesn't have the vocals yet actually appear threatening. They just don't. It was so hilarious, and the mother was close by, and she kept apologizing. I'm like, oh, it's fine, and mind you, I was really laughing out loud heavily, and that 5-year-old just looked like I had told him Santa wasn't real. Dude. So, but yeah, and Facebook, the laughing emojis. Ha, I'm such a badass, look it. I use the laughing emoji. That will make you so afraid of me. Yeah, I do block them just because I don't. It's funny, but it's like, really? I know. Not because, you know, I'm hurt, but because I just don't need that, really. It can get annoying after a while. Make a pose laughing, haha. Really? So just block. Another group, Facebook group I was in, I was having trouble with people. And it definitely seemed like the admins in the group were ones that play favorites. Like, I made a small little joke, like the same level as other jokes in the group that were being made. And it's like, no, you need to watch your words. And I was like, oh, this does not look promising. And so, after I was receiving harassment on one post, I decided to turn off comments. And then they turned it back on going, oh no, we need to have everyone talk their opinions, and, you know, so, you know, you can't do that. It's like, yes, let people voice their opinions, but people will be a-holes from time to time. You can't have a whole group of people and then expect them to get all nicely along. And I honestly found out, so I ended up blocking one person. I was just like, didn't need to deal with their BS. And like, I use blocking just so there's some people I don't like talking to. And so this person whined to the admin and basically got kicked out for that, I think. And also, I don't think they really wanted me there. It was like an excuse. Being in Minecraft is really peaceful. I live in a small little house, not a lot of money. But in Minecraft, I can build really big and in the real world expensive things, at least for things in the world that do exist. Like, I can't in the real world go, hey, you know what I want to build? A whole emerald castle. Just on an island, away from everything else. Like, yeah, I definitely don't have the money for that. I cannot do that. I also have asthma and tendinitis, itis is a suffix that means inflammation of. Tendon, so, well, yeah, tendons in my feet, so, you know, inflammation of the tendons. And both things mean I can't walk a great distance like I used to. I used to love hiking, you know, going vacationing and hiking. Yeah, it was hard work, but you got to see views that, you know, you would not be able to see otherwise. So I can't even, like, if there was like this place in the real world, and you could only like hike there, yeah, not happening. Plus, you know, in the real world I can't fly, unfortunately. Okay, just adjusting my mic there. After I'm done streaming this, I definitely will be listening to a little bit of my audio. This gaming headset is a little uncomfortable. There's one part that just digs into my right ear. So yeah, definitely if I'm going to be streaming for hours, I cannot have that all the time. I like my ear. It's not very useful all the time, but you know, I've sort of grown attached to it. One of the other Facebook comments for screenshots I took the other night was, well, those emerald walls just seem very odd, but you know, it's your build, but I would, you know, air quotes, recommend using this other sort of stone. It's like, yes, you're being very polite. You know, I don't like what you're doing, but you know, it's not mine, so it's okay. Then why bring it up in the first place? Like, why pretend to be polite when you're just being a condescending a-hole and, you know, not really hiding it all that well? You can't just say something condescending and then go try to act like you didn't say that. It's like, really? At least if you're being condescending to me, make me think like, you know, a minute or two if you actually are or aren't. Let me be confused. Because yeah, everyone's sort of builds in Minecraft aren't going to be for everyone's taste, and that's a-okay. They're not meant to make everyone happy, they're just meant to make whoever's playing it happy. And I'm making sure okay, microphone's on. I was not talking to no one. Okay. How about we go on a little adventure? Oh, Mr. Piggy. It's fine. Another horsey. Need a saddle. I might like horses. I could honestly never actually own a horse besides definitely not having the funds. They're really large. And I am really small. I mean, I don't really want to own a large dog, just because that seems too much for me to handle, and horses are much bigger than a large dog. So honestly, some of the larger breeds are probably it. Give horses a run for their money. I think I might make the wall up to here and then just call it a night. 'Cause, yeah, don't have much to talk about, I guess. No one's really in the chat. I don't know how well this mic is picking up my sounds. I'll have to look after I finished. Maybe I'll actually do less of the wall. I'm also looking at the time. 'Cause time is a factor. After I stream, I then make a little description, add the thumbnail, post it to Twitter, and then also export it to YouTube, at which point, and after that, I also set up a blog post on my blog for it, that I publish in the future sometime. So yeah, it can actually take a little bit, and sometimes before I actually do all that, I like to take a little break. I know before I do all that post stuff, oh yeah, and I also take pictures, screenshots. So yeah, I think I'll just build up just a little bit more, take the pictures, and then start to head back. And the pictures I share to Twitter, and then from Twitter I put them in an album in my Facebook, and I also do the Facebook stories that only last for a day, and put some music to it, and yeah. So that ends up taking a little bit. Okay. This is all the work I've done today. Cheese! Ta-da! Screenshot saved. Share, show your friends. What friends? Ha ha ha! I love my life. And I do have friends. What friends? My friend Marty seems to actually be interested in what I'm building. I don't know if he watches my Minecraft streams. I believe he was going to watch what I did for Soma. So yeah, if you're watching this, Marty, hello. And it's actually my good memories playing Minecraft with him that made me decide to, you know, try to get back into it. Sort of had an itch one night. Yeah. If it wasn't for those good memories with Marty, I might not be playing this. And you might not be hearing me, which will probably be a blessing. Oh, self-deprecating humor. Okay. Actually, what's this again? Oh yeah, this is nothing. Oh. Oh yeah, there was a Enderman and I just spawned a bunch and yeah. This looks like such a cool entrance to something. Not today. Today I am headed back. You know, I could just save here and stuff for the night, but I don't know, I don't know. I could do that, but I like to go to sleep in my own bed, so here I go to sleep in my own bed. And I pass by the door. Okay. Might change those blocks someday, but that is not this day. Okay. Lord of the Rings for the win. Okay. And I had a reason for choosing a bunch of pressure plates here and only 2 in the front. To symbolize that it's easier to leave a great, you know, leave the education and it's harder to, you know, steel yourself to get one. But if we're talking about the US education system, oh boy! Oh god, that'd be hard for me not to get political with all the BS going down in Florida. And if you don't know, I am not going to talk about it because Minecraft is my very, very happy place. It's my happy place. Nothing goes wrong. Okay, let's pick a horsey and head back home. Somehow the villagers keep on escaping here. I wanted just 2 here for them like take care of the horsies. And then I found out that they're probably escaping via this way here and walking on top of the fences. But the thing I try to solve, and if you were here during one of my past streams, you could see I was trying to solve it and just gave up. I think this guy is one of those stuck. Because look. You just can't. Okay, I'll help you out, dude. Okay, there we go. We solved that problem. Close. I have all these spawners here, sort of make it feel magical when you come to the castle. And the Iron Golem section was back when I did a little bit creative and a little bit survival, was to help me have a place to hide. It made me feel all safe and secure, plus I just discovered about, you know, the wonders of spawners, so I went a little crazy there. Different. This time. An axolotl's there, like you said, that pink little guy there. Will attack anything that swims. So yeah. I'm thinking about in the far, far reaches of the future, having a bunch of farmers here because the bees seem to like to go here to pollinate. I don't think in the newest update to Minecraft that they did the did any, you know, new villager jobs, at least not any beekeeping villagers would be so awesome. I love the bees. Real life, I like to keep my distance away from bees. Okay, now let's make our way over here. And yeah, those little ocelots are there to help keep away creepers. I have a few ocelot spawners to help with that. Cats. Ta-da. So I'm gonna start heading out. So at least at the game it's like after 1 in the morning here, so obviously not heading out. But yeah, I'm going to stop the stream for now. Again, thank you very much to everyone who watched this stream. You are awesome. And also, if you do want to contact me outside of Twitch and or, you know, financially support me, just check out my links. I have a Patreon, you can pay via PayPal, also I have a Twitter, so if you just want to chat. So, again, thank you very much, and you all have a pleasant evening.